Throughout the 73-year history of Communist China, two strongman leaders stand above everyone else. Founding father Mao Zedong ruled with an iron fist until his death, and now Xi Jinping is expected to give himself that same right. Two unflinching authoritarians, bookending years of tremendous change. In his decade on top, Xi has worked to reshape the Communist Party in his own image and reassert its dominance in every facet of Chinese society, just like Mao did after 1949. After winning China's brutal civil war, Mao wasted no time with his revolutionary overhaul of the world's most populous nation. But his new regime was incapable of creating a promised socialist utopia. Instead, the poorly planned Great Leap Forward led to 3 years of famine. Beijing ordered farmers off their fields and into factories, and yet industrial modernization did not follow. Millions more died in the years after 1966, when Mao launched the Cultural Revolution, setting the People's Liberation Army and brainwashed mobs against anyone perceived to be a political enemy. Mao's death drove the country into a political, economic, and ideological U-turn. Deng Xiaoping, a peer of Mao's, emerged as the new paramount leader, and he changed course for China. To get rich is glorious, he said. Deng swapped a planned economy for a more open market, inviting the world to invest. Deng unshackled China's economy, but not the Chinese people. In 1989, when thousands protested in and around Tiananmen Square for democracy, Deng's troops crushed them. It's a history still denied by Beijing, and one which Deng's successor, Jiang Zemin, struggled to live down. The flamboyant Jiang maintained Deng's economic reforms, ushering an age of breakneck growth and joining the World Trade Organization. Jiang also weathered criticism on China's human rights record. China's coming out party as a global power and economic juggernaut took place during the tenure of China's next ruler, Hu Jintao, usually stoic, welcomed the world to Beijing in 2008 for the Olympic Games. Hu oversaw China's continuing economic success, while many around the world hoped that with greater wealth would come greater freedom. But as Xi Jinping's China hosted his own Beijing Olympics earlier this year, the open China many had hoped for, now all but forgotten. Son of a communist dynasty, Xi and his brand of nationalism pit China once again against the West, with tensions running especially high across the Taiwan Strait. The Chinese economy gasping for air as its once vibrant private sector sputters under constant government threat. The Chinese people increasingly censored and monitored, with millions placed under sudden lockdown for weeks or even months in the name of zero tolerance for COVID infections. Xi also oversees the arbitrary detention of over 1 million Uyghurs and other Muslim minorities in the past few years in China's far west, where the United States say a genocide is happening. China denies this. It says that they are vocational training centers. Among Xi Jinping's favorite slogans, the realization of the Chinese dream. But many fear his vision and policies may bring more nightmares in the coming years. Ivan Watson, CNN, Hong Kong.